King Vikramaditya once again ran after the dead body and pulled it down from the banyan tree. Vetal began to narrate another story. King Shaktitej was ruling over fairyland. He had a beautiful daughter, Swarnamanjari. But the most beautiful girl of the fairyland was Chitravarnika. Swarnamanjari envied her and was always looking forward to insult her. One day, Swarnamanjari went for a visit on earth with her father. When she returned, she told her friends about the beauty of the earth. Chitravarnika also became excited to visit the earth. When King Shaktitej came to know about Chitravarnika's desire, he immediately called her and said, "Chitra, without my permission, nobody from this land can go on earth. If you still go, you will lose all your powers. But if within 15 days of your stay on earth, you worship a god on a very sacred place, you will get back your powers. You can also return to the fairyland." The king's warning had no effect on Chitra. She flew with the air. She landed near a beautiful lake on earth in the middle of a forest. Suddenly, she realized that she had lost all her powers. Just then, a young man came there riding on a horse. He saw Chitra sitting very quietly near the lake. He went close to her and said, "Hey, beautiful girl, may I know who you are? What are you doing in this dense forest? You don't look like a common girl. Are you a fairy?" Chitra told him her name and said, "I am a maiden from the fairyland. I have lost all my powers because I have committed a crime of coming here on earth." The youth said, "I am Prince Basant of Kirtipur. I am traveling through my entire kingdom so that I can learn more about my kingdom and its people. I will help you. In return, you can help me to travel around your fairyland. I want to see the administration of your land so that when I become a king, I can utilize those skills for the welfare of my subject." "Prince, you are right, but now I have lost all my powers, without which I cannot even go back to my land. Within 15 days, I have to worship at a sacred place to get my powers back. But I don't know the most sacred place on earth," said the maiden. "The most sacred place on earth is Mount Kailash, which is the homeland of Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. Come, I will take you there," said Prince Basant. So they began their journey towards Mount Kailash. On the way, they saw many beautiful and fascinating places on earth. They moved towards Mount Kailash and reached its peak. They began their meditation. Soon, Chitravarnika got back her lost powers. Just then, the fairyland king Shaktitej appeared. He was keeping an eye on every single activity of Chitravarnika. Chitra bowed before the fairyland king and said, "Your Majesty, this is Prince Basant of Kirtipur. He has helped me in getting back my lost powers. In return, I have promised him to take him around the fairyland. Can I take him as a guest to the fairyland?" Instead of being pleased, the king became angry at Chitra and said, "I hope you haven't gone out of your mind. Don't you know human beings are not allowed on our land?" Saying this, he disappeared from there. Chitravarnika was very unhappy with the king's behavior. She said to Basant, "Prince, you don't lose hope. I will take you to the fairyland. I know I will have to face a lot of problems, but I don't care. If you wish, you can come with me." But Prince Basant refused her offer and said, "After all this, how can I go to the fairyland?" Chitra smiled at the prince's answer, bid him farewell, and went back to her land. Vetal concluded his story and asked the king, "Rajan, Prince Basant wanted to travel through the fairyland not for pleasure, but to learn the different methods of administration. Then why did he reject Chitra's offer of visiting the fairyland?" King Vikramaditya replied, "Prince Basant wanted to visit the fairyland to learn about its administrative system. But when he saw the improper and unjust behavior of King Shaktitej, he changed his decision. He understood that the fairyland is very similar to the earth. Therefore, there is nothing new to learn. Then he thought, if he goes with Chitra against the king's will, then Chitra will be severely punished. That is why he refused. Therefore, his decision was not a foolish one. Right again, said Vetal. But you have opened your mouth, so I am leaving for my home on the banyan tree. After saying this, he flew away from his shoulder, and Vikram ran after him with his sword in hand.